Hey everyone, it's Ashley and I'm back with a quick and easy dollar store craft, and this is from two different dollar stores. I've found pieces from Family Dollar and also from Dollar Tree, but you can probably substitute in different pieces depending on which store you go to. And just stay tuned and I'll show you how. So for this first step, I'm heating up my glue gun so I can use it to adhere some of the creepy cloth around the base of the wreath. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this and I'll show you how to apply it. I'm going to pick a section to start working on, and I'm going to hot glue it to that section. So I think I'm going to start here, and I'm going to apply some hot glue so that it will stay in place. And I'm just going to wrap this here. I'm going to hold it in place so it has a nice starting point there. So now that this is in place, I'm going to start wrapping this around, and I'm going to tuck this tail in here so it stays in place. It'll kind of hold itself there on its own. And I'm just going to loosely wrap this around. I want to bunch it up a little bit because I want to make sure that you can't see the wreath base through it. But in some areas I want it to be a little looser than others so that it looks like kind of a spider web on it. And the reason I chose this lighter color, there's multiple different colors of the creepy cloth. You can go with white, they have black, and then they have gray. I chose the gray because I thought it would give it a little bit more of an older look to it. And the nice thing about the creepy cloth is because of the texture of it, you can easily kind of wrap it around again and then just kind of tuck it in with the other pieces, and it should stay in place pretty well. And feel free to kind of play around with it. It doesn't have to fit the wreath base exactly. You can kind of play with the texture so it looks a little bit less perfect. And that's kind of what we're going for. We want something that's a little bit more ragged looking, a little bit more like it's been sitting around for a long time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to create a quick ribbon. And you may have seen me do this in another tutorial that I just had. Basically, you cut in a 6-inch piece of ribbon. This will be for the center. And then you're going to cut about a 2-foot long section of ribbon. These are all from Dollar Tree, $1 ribbon. They're really cool looking. And what you're going to do is leave a section for the tail, and I'm going to leave that a little bit longer just in case. And then what I'm going to do is create kind of a loop based around the size of my hand, just for an easy unit of measurement, and then you just hold it in place. And then you pull the ribbon back towards the front, and you're going to measure again, and you're trying to create a loop approximately the same size. And then you pinch it there. And because I want this to be a reasonable size type of ribbon, I'm going to go ahead and create an extra loop here on the bottom again, creating kind of like an X pattern, and hold that in place. And then I'm going to bring this part, this tail, over here and create another loop as well. I have to bring that in a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is just take the middle here, and I'm going to squish it a little bit there, and then use the wired ribbon. I just fold it in half, and I'm using that to create the center. So you just put that there. You turn it upside down, and then you can tie the back here so that it holds the center in place. And because it's wired, it should hold really well. And then you can tuck the back pieces in or cut them down, whichever you prefer. So that's what it'll look like on the front, and then you're going to want to go ahead and kind of fluff up the ribbon so it has a little bit more body to it. And then we have these pieces down here, and usually what you can do is angle cut it, or you can also do kind of a dovetail cut where you cut it towards the center. I think I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to cut it towards the center, and then I'm going to cut it out. So it gives it kind of an interesting look. You can change it up just depending on what style you prefer, and you can use spray check on the ends if you'd like. And I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process on this side. Now that the wreath is complete and my bow is complete, I've been playing around with the arrangement here, trying to decide how I wanted to place them, and I decided to go ahead and put this on the bottom of the wreath. And I have two really large spiders here, and honestly I was debating having one on each side. I thought that would look really cool. But I decided to go with one in the center, and that way it's a little creepier. This is like its nest almost. And what I'm going to do is hot glue those pieces in place, and we'll see how it looks. And for the spider portion, what I'm going to do is take the spider up here, and I'm going to place hot glue on each of the points of the legs, and that way it will stay in place, and it should hold itself up pretty well. It balances up there pretty easily on its own anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and add the glue. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this craft, and if you'd like any more decor or DIY inspiration, feel free to join me on Facebook. We have a Facebook group, and it's Dollar Tree DIYs and Decor. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. It is full of inspiration and awesome ideas, and I think you guys would really enjoy it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.